Hello students, today we will see the next methods which has been defined in the string class. Those belongs to the searching of a strings. The string class provides two methods which will allow you to search a string for a specified character or the substrings. Those two methods are index of method and the last index of method. The index of method, it will searches for the first occurrence of a given character or the substring, whereas the last index of method, it will search for the last occurrence of a character or a substring. These two methods are overlaid in several different ways. In all cases, the methods will return the index at which the character or your substring was found. Else it is going to return the -1 on the failure. So to search for a first occurrence of the character, we have to use the index of method. Here we are going to pass the a character, okay, as a parameter. So this method, it is going to return the integer value which is going to indicate on which position that the given character is occurred. If that character is not present in a string on which you are going to call the index of method, it is going to return the -1. Then to search for the last occurrence of a given character. So here you have to use the last index of method. Here you are going to pass the ch as a parameter, that is the character. Okay. Then same thing, it is going to return the value as -1 if that character is not present, else it is going to return the position on which that character has been occurred at the last time. Okay, so here ch is the character which we are going to search here. If I want to search the first or last occurrences of the substring, that time you have to pass the string object as a parameter. Okay, so here str is going to specify the substring. Even we are able to specify the starting point from which we have to start the search. In the previous two cases, the starting point will be the initial position of your statement. But here if you want to specify whether you want to search that particular character or the string from the particular position onwards, in that case you have to specify the start index there. So these are the syntax for searching for a particular character from the given position onwards, and these two are the syntax for searching the particular string from the given position onwards. So here start index, it will specifies the index at which point the string will begins. For the index of the search, it will runs from the start index to the end of the string, whereas for the last index of the search will return from start index to the 0. In the backward direction, the last index of method will be searching there. But in case of index of, the searching will be start from the given position onwards to the end of the string. But in case of last index of, it will start the searching from from the given position to the 0 there. So here we will see one example. Now I have a string. Now in the time for all the good men to come to the aid of their country. This is my string. Okay. So in this, first I want to search where the T is going to be occur. Where the first occurrence of T is there. So what I have to write on the string, yes, you are going to call the index of method. So for which character you are searching, that you have to pass as the parameter. Then next I am going to call the last index of method T. Okay, we will see the output here. So the first occurrence will be this. Okay, what is the position there? The position will be the 7. Okay, see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so at the 6th position it is going to occur there. The first occurrence. Last occurrence will be here at the last here. Then next I want to search the first occurrence of the will be the 7 here. Same thing, the last occurrence of the will be this. Okay. Then the first occurrence of T after the 10th character, after the 10th position. So that will be here. Okay. Then next the last occurrence of the T, okay, after the 10th, 60. So from here where the T has been occurred, that you have to search here. Similarly for the also. So you will see the output here. See, at the first time the T has been occurred at the 7th position, and the last time the t has been occurred at the 65th position. Then the first time that the has been occurred at the 7th position, last time it is occurred at the 55 there. So here, see here 55 it is occurred. Here this one is 65 because only t is occurred. Here the is there. So here at the 55 position it is going to occur. Then after the 10th position where the has been t has been occurred, see 7, 8, 9, 10. So the first position, right? So at the 11th position t is going to be occurred there. Then the last index of t, okay, before 60 will be the 55. See, this is my last occurrence, right? So from there the last occurrence will be this one. So it will be 55 here. Okay, same thing after the 10th, the will be occurred at the 44th position, whereas the will be occurred at the 55th position here. After this the will be occurred here. So it is 44th and 60 means here. So here it is occurred here. So 55th occurred. Okay. Next is modifying a string. Because string objects are immutable, means we cannot change the contents of string once it has been defined there. So because of that it has been called as the immutable string. Whenever you want to modify a string, you must either copy it into the string buffer or the string builder there. String buffer or the string builder you have to copy, or you have to use the string method which will construct a new copy of the string with your modification complete. Okay, so here substring is there. Substring method, it will extract the content of your main string and that will be make a separate substring there. Okay, so you can extract the substring using the substring method. It has the two forms. The first one will be the string substring. Here from start index, from which position onwards you want to access the character, that start index you have to specify. So here the position will be from start index to the end of the string. Okay, just here the start index, it will specify the index at which the substring will begin. The form, this form is going to returns a copy of the substring that will begins at the start index and runs to the end of the invoking string. The second form, just you are specifying the starting and ending index there. So here start index, it will specify the beginning index and the end index specify the stopping point. The string will returns contains all the characters from the beginning index up to, but not including the ending index, because always we know that end index minus 1 will be there. Okay, so that end position will be not included here. So we'll see one example. Here I have one string, that is this is a test, this is 2, this is my string here. Okay, so I want to search for is, so that I am going to store in the string object search, and even I am going to create one substring which is consist of the was, and the final result is empty. Just I am creating one empty string there, because whatever the modification I am going to do, that should be stored in the result. So initially I am creating one empty string object there. Okay, so in this program what we are doing, we are replacing wherever the this is going to occur, that will be replaced with the was. Okay, string. Okay, so see here system.out.println org means the original statement you are going to display. Then I is equal to org dot index of search. First you are searching where the is going to occur there, where the first time is occurring there. Okay, if I is not equal to -1 means if is not present, if is present, okay, means that is present means it is going to return the position. Result is equal to org dot substring from 0 position onwards to the I. So whatever the value you are going to give from the starting index to I, you are taking that substring, then result is equal to result plus substring. Okay, from 0 to that particular position where that I is occurred, before that is occur, you are taking that one, you are concatenating that string with your result. Okay, and you are going to repeat that string till that is not found in your statements. Okay, and another one concatenation you are doing, that is result is equal to result plus org dot substring of I plus search dot length. Okay, because you have to completely replace is with the was. Wherever is occurring, that will be replaced with the was. Okay, with the output we will see. See, this is my original string, right? This is a test, this is true. Okay, first time what happened, is present at the second position. So just it is going to take the th as a string, is, and that will be concatenated with the was. Okay, then it will search for the remaining strings. Okay, here is occurred, even that will be replaced with the was, and the remaining string will be concatenated as it is. Then next it will search for the is. Okay, here is has been occurred, so this will be replaced with the was, and remaining thing will be concatenated as normal there. So see here, wherever the is occurring, that will be replaced by the was. That will be done by using the substring there, and this whatever the changes you are performing, that will be stored in the result. Okay, you are not performing any changes on your org, just you are initializing that. At the end you are going to initialize it. Okay, next is concat is there. We can concatenate two strings using concat functions there. Okay, so one string you are going to pass as a parameter, and another one will be on which you are going to call that concat method. This method is going to create a new object which will contain the invoking string with the contents of the str open to the end there, and which will perform the same function as the plus operator. So string s1 is equal to 1. See here, string s2 is equal to s1 dot concatenate with the 2. So now the string s2, it will contain the contents of s1, and that will be concatenated with the 2. So here it is going to have the value as 1 and 2. The same operation it can be performed with using plus operator also. So what we have done here, s1 plus the 2. So in both the ways we can perform the concatenation of the string object there. Next is replace method. The replace method has two forms. The first, it will replace all the occurrences of the one character in the invoking strings with the another character. Okay, so wherever the original string or the character is going to occur, that you are going to replace with the replacement character. Okay, so this is the syntax for replace method there. Here, original it is going to specify the character to be replaced by the character which has been specified by the replacement. The resulting string is written. For example, see here, string s is equal to hello dot replace l with the w. Wherever l is occurring, there you have to replace with the w. So the output you are going to get it as the HEWWO there. The second form of the replace is, it will replaces one character sequence with the another. Here what we have done, we have replaced a single character with the another single character. If you want to replace a sequence of character with the another sequence of character, that time you are going to use this one. So here you have to declare a data type of the character sequence. Okay, that is the array of character you have to use. Then next is trim method. The trim method, it is going to return a copy of the invoking string from which any leading and the trailing white spaces has been removed. Okay, if your statement it will contain any extra white spaces at the beginning and end of the statement, okay, those statement white spaces will be removed by using the trim there. Okay, see here, hello word. Okay, here the it is consist of only two words, hello and word, but at the beginning some white spaces you have given, even at the end you have given some white spaces. So you want to remove those white spaces, that time you have to call the trim method on that particular statement there. Okay, the trim method, it is quite useful when you process the user commands. For example, the following program is going to prompt the user for the name of the state and then display that the state's capital. It uses the trim to remove any leading or trailing white spaces that may have individually entered by the user. Okay. So see here what we are doing, we are just telling the user to enter the state there. Okay. So if by default, by mistakenly, if any spaces has been entered, that you are going to trim it. Okay. Then you are just comparing by using the equals method and you are displaying them. Next is data conversion using value of method. Data conversion using value of method means here we are converting the data from one form to the other. The value of method, it will converts the data from its internal format to the human readable form. It is a static method that is overloaded with a string class for all the Java built-in types, so that each type can be converted properly into the string object. The value of method is also overloaded for the object type also. For example, say a static string value of double number, long of double object and the character. Here just you are converting them. Okay.